One. What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone is having a great night. We have another edition of Miami Hurricanes football. This is our off-season recruiting edition where we bring in top talent recruits, talk some football with them. We have a very special talent in the class of 2023, all the way out of the state of Louisiana, Omarion Miller. Thank you very much for coming on the show, Omarion. We're very grateful for your time.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. Omarion, how did this season go for you? You know, in this, COVID-19, obviously, it was tough for a lot of players. How was it for you this past season?
Oh, it was good, how we overcome the pandemic and all that, not knowing we was going to play or not. So, it was good.
Absolutely. And, right now, what are your measurements right now? Where do you stand, Omarion, and how much do you weigh?
6'2" and 196.
What's your 40 time right now?
I haven't ran my 40 yet.
Okay. What do you want to get at?
I'll say about 4.5, 4.6.
That's exactly where I saw your tape on Huddle, and that's exactly where I had you. I said if Omarion can get to that 4.5, 4.6 range, he's going to be a very special talent at the next level. We were just watching the film, and I love your game, man. I really do. I think on the outside, at the Power 5 level, you can be very elite. I was very impressed with it.
Yes, sir.
So are you playing with the bootleggers in 7-on-7? You are?
Yes, sir.
So how's it like playing with guys like Shaz Preston and the other guys on your team?
Oh, I haven't played my first tournament. I didn't go to the Miami due to COVID-19. I was exposed. So yeah, the Arizona one's going to be my first one.
Nice.
And Marion, I understand that Vivian isn't a very big town that you're from there, about like 3,500 people or so. What does it mean to you? What does it mean to you to get an offer from a place like Miami? Was it a big surprise, or did you kind of feel it was going to be coming?
Oh, yes, it was a big surprise. Not too many people make it from where I'm from.
Who are you talking with right now from the staff? Is it just Coach Likens or anybody else?
Yes, sir. Just Coach Likens.
Okay.
I know you have an offer as well from Mississippi State. Have they been in communication with you as well as much as Miami?
Not really.
What other schools, have been in been in communication with you, Omarion?
LA Tech, and that's about it.
Omarion, what's kind of your dream school? I know you're from the state of Louisiana. What was a program you always kind of just visualized in your head you would always play for at the college football level?
I always visualized LSU. It's always been my dream school since I was young.
Not a bad school.
No.
So you say you're a basketball player. So you got basketball season coming up right now. If you had the opportunity to play basketball and football in college, is that something that you'd want to do, or do you think you're gonna pick one and stick to that?
I think I end up picking one and sticking to it because yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to manage both.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ross.
What is it that you are working on the most this off season with kind of what you want to improve the most on the field in football? Do you want to get better hands, better route running, improve speed? What are you looking to try to do?
Definitely speed and route running. Agility, speed, all that, and just learning how to run better routes.
You do a great job of adjusting to the ball in the air. You've got really smooth control. You turn your hips well. You've got good hands. You high point the ball well too, man. I mean, you're starting off really, really, really well, dude. I mean, the stuff you're going to do is just going to kind of perfect some of the things you've got going on already. But man, your platform already is just awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Translates to football. Like what as a basketball player, the skills that you learn, do you see improving your football game?
Definitely jumping and just attacking the ball. I think that's it.
Right. So do you think like for example, so I played basketball mostly. I didn't really play too much football. One of the things I noticed from from other sports is basketball really helped me use both of my hands. Most athletes usually only use the hand that they're dominant with, but I felt like basketball really helped me learn how to use my left hand. Is that something that you think helps you out as well?
Oh yes, sir.
Omarion, do you have any certain team goals for your North Caddo team that you want to reach next year? I know you guys had a pretty wild run in the playoffs there. You started off with Welsh with a 6-3 win and then went up against General Trass, which was a 56-54 double overtime event. So, I mean, you kind of saw both sides of the whole world right there. What are you guys really wanting to do this next season at school?
Oh, I think we can go further into the playoff and win state. We into rebuilding the team, so everybody's gone. So I think we got a shot at it for state.
Are there any statistical goals that you personally want to reach for yourself next year on the field?
There's some in mind, but I can't really just think of them right now.
All right, you go now, Russ. I mean, Paul.
Hey, Omarion, are you? I know you're playing with the Bootleggers. Is Kamari Rogers on your team?
Oh yes, sir.
Do you stay like in contact with a lot of like highly rated recruits? In the Mississippi, Louisiana area. Kind of just create a friendship and like a network.
Yes, sir.
What can you say? If have you seen Kamari Rogers play or spoken to him? What can you say about him as a player?
He's a good cornerback. He rather lets people catch him. What I've seen.
Yeah. And
I haven't built a relationship with him.
Right, of course, yeah, and I know your class of 2023. I think you're a great under Kamari Rogers. What's kind of the rep for kids in Louisiana? With programs coming in and recruiting per se. Is their dream to play at LSU, or other programs as well? A lot of young high school players are interested in.
I think they just see that, LSU won the team that they had 2019. That just made everybody want to go there. So, I don't know. Probably so. I think that's what it is.
Do you think, with obviously they didn't have too great of a season this past year, do you think that has any impact on a lot of the in-state kids, or do you think that they just hey, they had a bad year, but they're going to bounce back? Is that what your kind of mindset is, and a lot of the other athletes in Louisiana's mindset?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Omarion, you get a lot of comparisons to Terrace Marshall Jr. Is that a guy that you try to mold your game after a little bit? Do you look up to him?
Yes, sir. A lot.
Is he from a town that's pretty close to where you live?
Yeah, he's from Bossier, which is like 45 minutes to where I live.
Okay, yeah. So it's kind of a local guy you could look up to there. I mean, you guys have a lot of similarities, and especially you start working on your speed a little more, you're right there with him, man.
Yes, sir.
Omarion, when Miami offered you, kind of, what were your thoughts about the University of Miami football program? Being an out-of-state recruit, Miami, they are home to 5 national titles and a lot of great NFL wide receivers, Hall of Famers as well. What were your first thoughts about the University of Miami football program?
Oh, it was good because I had just recently watched the video of your whole rebuilding of the little field house and all that. And it was great.
What kind of person you think Rob Likens is? At first, just getting to know him, and slowly building that relationship.
I think he's a good person. Try to build a a good relationship on the first day. So yeah, I think he's very good.
Did you happen to see the video that Miami released yesterday with Coach Likens?
No, sir, I ain't see it yet.
So I'll play a little spoiler, but he was talking about the job and how he loves being in the state of Florida, and he enjoys the people that he's coaching with, and he starts to talk about some of the players that he has, in the wide receiver room, and he starts breaking down and crying because he's talking about how the players that he coaches and that he's with every day are literally like his sons. They're like family members, and he starts crying, and they kind of cut the video a little bit short because he got so emotional. And for me, I always had my dad as my coach growing up, so I didn't really have too much experience with coach that wasn't family. But I imagine for a lot of people, if you have a coach that's such a great father figure and mentor to you, then that relationship is just gonna make you a better person and a better player. I think Likens is a great coach. I think he's gotten two receivers in back-to-back drafts drafted in the first round, and I think what's impressed me the most about him is just the type of person he is.
Yes, sir.
Omarion, who's your favorite receiver? As a young high school high profile recruit. I know Devontae Smith out of Louisiana just won the Heisman Trophy. Who are some players you look up to?
Justin Jefferson, Lamar Chase. Justin Jefferson, Lamar Chase, DeAndre Hopkins, Jamal Adams.
Are you a big
Jamal Adams? You play safety?
Sir.
Oh yeah, what's up?
Breaking up at the end.
I mean Devontae Adams. I'm tripping. Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams.
I'm tripping. I said Jamal.
Any other questions, guys, for Omarion right now before we wrap it up?
Actually, I got one question for you, Omarion. In the weight room, what are you lifting right now? What are you benching and what are you squatting?
Squatting like 360 and benching like 165.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Omarion. Well, thank you very much for coming on. We're big fans of your game, and the sky's the limit for you. We view you very highly, as a person, as a player as well, on and off the field. So, when we say the sky's the limit for you, we really do mean it. So, thank you again, Omarion.
I appreciate y'all.
All right. All right. Take care, Omarion. Have a great night.
You too.